Hi, I'm Warren Sprouse. You're on the Bible Forum, and I want to talk to you tonight about COVID tracking apps and the future. Apparently, recently, the Los Angeles School District introduced a Microsoft developed COVID tracking app. The app will allow students to collect data relative to their own COVID testing and that of their fellow students. And that last phrase is the kicker. In addition to the social implications of students judging each other based upon test results, all data will be reported to health authorities should they wish to take action. The app will generate a QR code. You know what they are? Those little square things that come on everything you buy nowadays, on gibberish little lines. A QR code for each student and staff member so that each can be regularly monitored. Can you say 666? Are you not watching all this come together during this pandemic and the QR code and the I mean, we are really getting an article earlier this evening about a wristband for people that have COVID but not serious. They don't have to stay. This is over in France or someplace. They have to go to a hotel. What do you call it? Hotel. A COVID hotel. I couldn't remember the word. Things are getting weird. Superintendent Austin Butner commented that the code is, quote, sort of like the golden ticket in Willy Wonka. Everyone with this pass can easily get into a school building. Sort of like Mr. Orwell's Animal Farm in 1984. In the Animal Farm, the leadership morphed from a state in which the motto was, quote, all animals are equal, into a tyrannical one in which the motto became, all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. In the book, 1984, the Ministry of Truth had three slogans. War is peace. A little contradictory. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. We read the book. We laughed. But voila, it's here. Additionally, the ministry created doublethink, the ability to hold two completely contradictory beliefs at the same time and yet believe that both are true. Truth, therefore, became malleable, subjective. It became whatever was convenient for the powers that be to dictate at any given time. And we're beginning to see that play out in our world, little by little. Conspiracy theory has now come to mean any explanation that does not entirely agree with the official narrative. The science has become a catchphrase that, when attached to any narrative with or without supporting evidence, is intended to give the narrative a seal of approval of fact. Well, it's the science of the thing. Today, we're in the early stages of the elimination of truth as a basis of belief. To many, this Orwellian development may seem unprecedented, but in fact, it's been used many, many times in the past. Vladimir Lenin, Chairman Mao, Idi Amin, and many others made use of it. Adolf Hitler, with the help of Joseph Goebbels, made it an art form. Yet we need not look to current political leaders to see evidence of the elimination of truth. It's been around for ages. There have been prophets throughout history who have sought to expand the general awareness of truth, although many of them have been co-opted after the millennia to create organized religions which accomplish the exact opposite of this truth. Once religion becomes an institution, it's the institution itself that becomes sacrosanct, not the beliefs. Strict rules are created with accompanying punishments, either in this world or the hereafter. It may be suggested that the elimination of truth that we are being expected to accept at present is of no real consequence, that it's just a trend that will fizzle out at some point and the world will return to normal. But when entire governments, along with the media, make the elimination of truth a major campaign for its own sake, it's time to take notice. As to how far all this can go once we give in and play along, all you have to do is look at Guyana in 1978. Here were hundreds of people, by complying blindly with their leader, accepted an ongoing cancellation of logic until they willingly drank the Kool-Aid that would kill them. These were otherwise normal people who had made the mistake of continuing to go along each time they were told yet another truth, a truth that was impossible. As easy as it is to go along with political correctness and the dumbing down of our children, along with the general acceptance of science that's not really science, it's a risky business. And those who promote the elimination of truth should be looked upon as a very real danger. Now, as an aside, my opinion, I believe it's clear there are some ominous social, political, cultural, and economic trends playing out right now. Things that will have an impact later that we just don't understand. We don't want anyone to be blindsided by the government's wrong-headed reaction to this particular crisis. As you know, government bureaucrats never let a crisis go to waste. It's actually their modus operandi.